I was literally about ready to go live and I saw that Houdini raided me. I'm sorry, my raid message didn't go off. Hello! Hi raiders, hello! How are things? Both to my chat and to the raiders. I hope that you all are doing well. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm sorry, I literally just started. But how are things? Abracadabra! Hi, Connor. Abracadabra, I summoned the raid. How are things? How are you guys doing? How was, the great Houdini? How was, I'm almost about to hit raid. Hold on, let me actually shout out, not accidentally re-raid, but let me give you a shout out, Houdini. If you wanted to talk about, what you did on stream or anything, you are more than welcome to do that. If you need to raid and run, or if you need to lurk while doing some raid stuff, you are more than welcome to do that. Hello raiders, and hello my chat, because I literally just started. I hope you all are well. I'm Alaska Bell. I know Connor knows me, but in case for any of the other raiders coming in, I'm more of a retro futurism aesthetic VTuber who just kind of does anything and everything. And today is art day, so but I play like a myriad of other games, like visual novels, especially point-and-click adventures, mysteries, but really anything that comes that catches my interest, I'll see if I can try and play it here eventually. So I'm just someone who likes everything. And I hope everyone else's day is going well. I see Fern and Lizzie in the chat as well. Hello to you too. And thank you guys for the early birthday wishes for my dad. I appreciate it. Yeah, his birthday's Saturday, so his birthday's on the 22nd, and your girl has not started a card. It's been really hard to try and figure out what both my parents want for their birthdays anymore, because they're actually downsizing, because they're pretty old. They're getting up there in age. They had me a little later than most parents would have kids. So like my mom didn't really have me till she was like 40. So they're both retired, and they're both kind of getting up there in age, so they're downsizing, and so now I'm like, well, now what can I get them? So I've been trying to make stuff as much as I can. I even asked my mom for help, because I was drawing blanks for what to draw for my dad, and I came up with an idea, and I have not started it yet, so it's a sketch day today. And as you guys know, I'm not a fan of sketching on digital paper. It throws me through a loop. It catches me off guard every single time. Like, I'm not used to the limitless amount of space that you have with digital paper. So I'm still trying to get the hang of it, but I think the majority of it is going to be consisting of words. So hopefully that would mean we don't have to deal a whole lot with pictures. But yeah, today's just going to be a simple art day. We won't be doing a whole lot, we'll just be chilling out, relaxing. I'm sorry I had to push stream back a little later. Yeah, I had to push back stream a bit later because I also had some lessons in between here in streaming that I thought we'd be done like at 6 for, and then next thing you know it's like 6:15 and I'm like, oh god, I'm not gonna have enough time to eat, so I had to push it back like a half hour. So I'm sorry for the last minute change, but I appreciate you guys understanding that as well. That at least it was only a half hour, so I don't know how long I'm planning on streaming today, but we're gonna hope for the best and hope that my ideas can actually get through on paper, because this thing's actually pretty simplistic, thank God. Honestly, my mom and dad like my drawing enough to where I could just draw them like a stick figure and my mom would be like, it's art! This is amazing! This is the best thing I've ever seen in my entire life! But of course I always try to put my heart and soul into it, so I'm still getting a few things ready real quick, so give me 1 second to mess with something on Krita here, and then I will switch over to the screen here. Give me 1 sec. But while I'm getting that ready, how's everyone else's day been going? My week has been really flippin' busy, and I'm tired. I ended up rescheduling my archery yesterday and crashed at like 8 p.m. I slept for like almost 12 hours. I was tired, man. It was awful. Give me 1 second. I just realized I can't have this song playing in the background. I forgot to take it off this playlist because it's gonna get muted if I have it on. Oopsie. Alright. Give me 1 sec. Okay. So, why are my messages not working at all today? I don't know why. Hi, Felix! Hello! happy early birthday to you. Thank you, Felix. I appreciate it. And thank you for the resub for 20 months. Jeez Louise. Thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna turn up the music ever so slightly here. I'm just getting ready to change screens here. Forgot to save, and so I wanted to make sure that no pop-ups are going to pop up on the wrong screen here. Let me see what Lizzie said. And they tried to stay hip with the kids and it's cringe. Oh, Lizzie. Oh no. Nah, my family, I just realized the music's probably really loud. My family is like we're a big family of like, at least for me and my cousins, and then all of that, we're all pretty late when it comes to even thinking about that, even thinking about kids. We're all pretty late. So yeah, I think we've been pretty good there. I'm at my mom's and I was dropping in. She says hi. Hi, Felix's mom! I hope she's doing well, and I hope you're doing well, Felix. But yeah, go hang out with your mom if you need to. We appreciate the lurk one way or another, or even just the stopping by and saying hello. So, we have the blank canvas. So, I have an idea. my dad, since he's retired, he retired in like he made it so he retired on his birthday. So he retired on his birthday in 2021 is when he retired. So he's been retired for a couple years now. But what never gets old for him is that I'll mention something that I'm doing for work or being like, oh, I'm doing this on this day or that day. And then my dad will go, oh, what day, and then they'll explain stuff that they did on their end. And he'll be like, oh, what day did we do that again? Who cares? I'm retired. It never gets old for him. It's hilarious, and he always laughs about it every single time. So I think my idea of what I want to draw for him is something along the lines of like on the top, just realized I'm in red ink, somewhere on like along the top here would be like, oh, what day is my birthday on this year? And then on the bottom here, who cares? I'm retired. I feel like that'd be kind of funny for a little birthday gift, and then like a little jab at that, and then like here. Hey, bitch! Hey, Brian, hello! And then like here in the middle, I would have like him chilling out in his like, he has this anti-gravity chair that he always smokes cigars in, and has like a beer on the little table and everything. I'll show you a picture. Not of him, but of the anti-gravity chair, and he's got this bucket hat that he loves. That's like from my alma mater. So I thought that'd be fun to draw like a little cartoony version of him like that. But the question is like, do I draw him like in my style? Because he also likes the newspaper comics, like, you know, those comics in the Sunday paper and stuff like that. So I was thinking either doing it in my style or doing it in those like Sunday newspaper comic design. You know what I'm talking about when I say like Sunday comics, right? Please, that kind of style, like rough and like rough lining, maybe some stiff posing here and there, but like overall, it's just got that feel, that sketchy feel to it. So I'm thinking of doing that, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh, also, this is the chair. This is the chair. This is the anti-gravity chair that I was gonna use. This is like exactly the one. The only thing is this visor on the top. He does not have that. No, that's why he has his bowler, his bucket hat. So let me get that in a new document here. And then I also have like a reference of just a guy chilling in a chair on the beach, just so that way I could use that as a reference. So I'm gonna open that in the new document. Yeah! My dad does not have that glorious of a beard, but I love my dad. So, that's the plan. So we'll see if it actually works. So, I remember those kinds of comics. Yeah. So you know exactly the style. Let me see if I can find I'm still trying to find reference images, because, like I said, I had some lessons right after work, so I didn't give myself the opportunity to get these references beforehand. My bad. Sunday newspaper comics. There we go. His favorite comics? Oh, his favorite comics is Pearls Before Swine. That's probably his favorite comics. He's just, sometimes the humor in it's just really funny to him. He'll send me like a snippet of the newspaper every now and then with like the Pearls Before Swine comic, and I think it's really funny. Let's see, hold on. Pearls Before Swine. Let me see if I can find like yeah. Why does it have its own Wikipedia page? Why does it have its own Wikipedia page? That's so cute. Everything has its own Wikipedia page, I know. But it's very pixelated because it's the Wikipedia page and their images are shockingly small. But this is like the characters in Pearls Before Swine. So my dad really loves this comic, so maybe I might try to make it similar to this. I don't know. I'm gonna have to use this dude being carried by everybody as a reference. But I think we'll make it work. And also I'm planning on making my dad wear shades as well, so it's perfect. Newspaper comics are always pretty fun. Right? I remember reading them every Sunday. Like my parents would read them, or my dad would read them especially, and then I'd go right after. I can't remember what his favorite one was that he did, or that he found, but he loved it so much that we were cracking up about it for God knows how long. I love my dad. So, give me 1 second to check. I'm also at work, but I'll try my best not to type like a drunken sailor this time. Lizzie, please. It's okay, go work. If you need to, it's fine. I'll figure out how to decipher it if it happens. But no, you're fine. Bean! Hi, Bean! How are you doing? Thanks so much for stopping by. I'm in the process of gathering some reference images right now for this picture, but we're getting ready to, I'm trying to make a birthday card for my dad because his birthday's this Saturday, and I have not made anything yet, like the daughter I am. So I'm trying to gather some reference images here. But, his favorite comic right now is Pearls Before Swine, and, I figured it'd be fun to see if I could try and draw it in a similar style of him just chilling out in one of these anti-gravity chairs, because he always does. Especially with pool season coming up. They have like an in-ground pool and everything. And so my dad still maintains all of that and everything. He loves it. So, yeah, with pool season, I think it opens in late April, early May, I believe, is when the pool opens back up, and my dad is so excited. You don't even know. So, he's retired. So the plan, and I normally just don't sketch immediately on here, so I'm procrastinating it, because I struggle with sketching on paper. But basically on the top here, he always has this running joke that he tells me because he's retired and I'm not, where he's like, who cares? I'm retired, and such. So the plan is, like, up here is gonna be like, oh, what day is my birthday on this year? And then on the bottom here, who cares? I'm retired! And he's gonna be, like, chilling out in the lawn chair over here, like just chilling out, man. So that's the plan. So we'll see if I can actually get it to be what I want it to be. So that is the plan. I don't know if I want to do the drawing first or the words first, so bear with me. But I just don't expect a whole lot of chit-chatting because I'm gonna try and figure this out. But yeah, if you guys want to talk about your days or anything today, you are more than welcome. I don't really have too much going on this week. Oh, actually I do. Tomorrow, my friends and I are having Be Horror Movie Night tomorrow, and we're making waffles to watch it with, and I'm in charge of bringing the bacon. Because I am a plain Jane, and I really only eat waffles with, like, butter and syrup, and, so they're like, oh, bring your favorite waffle toppings, and I'm like, what do I do in that situation? So I'm like, okay, well, seeing as like someone else is already bringing the syrup and the butter, what do you guys want me to bring? I can bring like whipped cream, sprinkles, maybe bacon, and then someone was like, oh, bacon? And I was like, I can bring the bacon. So it worked out. I don't have no idea what movie we're gonna be watching, but it's over at one of our friends' house this time. And I'm really excited for it, because last time it was, the last one I could go to was in January, and we watched Chopping Mall. I had already seen it, but none of them had, so it was so fun to watch the reactions, so I'm curious to see what this movie is. What was the one? I think the one that I would recommend would probably be, like, Horror Express. It's got, like, Christopher Lee in it, and it's really stupid, but I love it. It's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like The Thing mixed with Murder on the Orient Express. It's like a weird mix of that, and somehow it works. I don't know how to describe it, so. Alright, I'm gonna, how do I want to do the words? How do I want to do the words? So, how do I want to do this? Alright, so I'm keeping this on like an 8.5 by 11 so my dad can print it out on like a piece of printer paper if he so desires. Because I don't have a printer working at the moment. I don't have a printer working at the moment. So I have one. I just haven't used it in a hot minute. But I'm gonna see. What kind of comic font do we have? I kind of want to draw out the words, but I don't know how that could work. Hold on, let me find another reference for comic font. Hold on. Not Comic Sans font, just comic font. That boldness. Hold on. Newspaper comic font. Let's see. It's 'cause some have like comic fonts, like some have like a title and others don't. Do you know what I mean? What? Did we change colors? We did change colors. Oh, fantastic. Hold on. All right. Hold on. Let me type in like Sunday newspaper. If I can type. Sunday newspaper comics. What have we got? I'm trying to think. I'm trying to see what we've got here. Hold on. What were some of the... Yeah, like in Peanuts or something. Peanuts Gallery. They always had, like, a title. Or Blondie. Or... Oh, what's the other ones? What were the other ones that always had, like, something? Garfield, maybe? Garfield. Foxtrot! That's the name of it! Okay. Foxtrot. I might take the Foxtrot font. Hold on. Foxtrot was always on the front page of our Sunday newspaper comics. Always. Without fail. Let me get that as a reference. Hold on. You guys can tell I already have, like, so many comics. so many, like, ideas, and I don't know how to put them on paper. Alright. Was feeling a bit yellow. That's okay! That's okay. At work, I took a picture of a box that had a kid... that has a kid with an evil smile. What? At work? Picture of a box that has a kid with an evil smile. What are you talking about? Is it like a toy or something? Evil smile, huh? Let's see. I'm gonna copy and paste. God, that's small. Jeez Louise. Let's see. Yeah, because I kind of want that boxy font, or that boxiness to the font, was what I was thinking. So, you know, originally I was thinking maybe the words would curve a little bit. I wonder if I should just, like, keep them straighter or something. That could be what we do. Oops. Oh, and also, like, we don't have to worry about my dad finding this or anything, because I don't really tell them that I stream. I don't really tell them that I stream, so they have no idea that this channel exists. I guess I try to keep it separate from one another, because I don't really... Well, you know what I mean, like, I try to keep the streaming and real life stuff separated. Like, I might mention... I'm on the eraser, that's why. I might mention in passing. I have told my parents that I do stream, but it's not really something that they're, like, terribly interested in, so I don't really bring it up too much with them. But... yeah. So I might not bring it up with them all that much, but hey, I say I do art, so that's all they want. Okay, so the stuff in the boxes will be like what's written, and then like a little picture of my dad in a lounge chair in there. So just a box. That's so weird. That's so strange. Okay, so what did I want to say again? It was like, what day is... I'm writing it out real quick. I can't even fucking spell. Birthday. Birthday. Oh my god. I'm tired, guys. What day is my birthday? On again? Question mark. It's hard to write normally on Krita sometimes. And then the who cares? It's because of the smoothing, the stabilizer a little bit. I'm retired. There we go. So now I kind of know. Let's see if we can do this. Hold on. I'm gonna sketch it out. So birthday's the big word on here, so let me do that. It's not really like... Let's see. I'm just kind of writing out the words at the moment, and then I'll do the actual, like... That's a big-ass eye for, like, no reason. Because I want to put birthday in all caps, so... But I'm not consistent with my B's and my R's for some reason. I wonder if I should make him more balloony, maybe. I think maybe that's what's causing the problem here. Or maybe that's too... There we go. That could work. Love your letters. Oh, thank you. I think I made the I maybe a bit too much. Birthday. You can't spell birthday without I. You can be a little selfish on your birthday. And that I is being very, very selfish. Alright, let's move that one over a little bit, and then we'll move the R over. And I'm gonna elongate this probably too, because there's no way I'm fitting birthday in here with this small of letters here. Alright, and today, there's a chance I might not get to the line art today.
Hey, bitch!
Hey, Barley, what's up? How are you doing? How are things? Alright. I'm making a birthday card from my dad, because I haven't done that yet, and his birthday's this Saturday. I don't know when I'm gonna have the time to finish up this card. I'm gonna have to do stuff like after this stream, and then when I get home from movie night, most likely. And then when I'm done with streaming Friday too. But thankfully I don't really have anything planned Friday. Outside of streaming, of course, because Friday's Friday is Urban Myth Day. I moved it over to Friday because I'm busy tomorrow, but let's see. I'm trying to think. Yeah, all my letters are a bit, either they're smushed or they're like... Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to elongate some of these letters, I think. Let's see. At least today's a sketchy day. So I started off strong, and then for some reason A and Y are just smoosh down. Oops. I think I'm a bit taller. Alright. Maybe bring Y just a teeny bit closer. Okay, and then... Did I put this all on this? I put it all on the same layer. Whoopsie. Let me do something real fast. Alright, and then we'll cut and then paste so it's on its own layer. And then what we'll do is, because it's on it, I'm going to put words here real quick in the layer. I will probably elongate it so it fits the entire space. Hold on. And then shift and move it down just a little bit. Okay. Just do what they do in comedy where they run out of characters, like happy birth. Actually, in a joke in one of my group chats, we just said when it's somebody's birthday, we just say it birthday. Because I guess one of them found like a Baldi's Basics gif basically of Baldi doing like some kind of dance move or something, and under it says "It birthday." So it became a still image for those who don't have Nitro and can't send gifs or anything. And then we have like an animated one for those an animated one for those who can send those kinds of emotes in through Discord. And so whenever it's somebody's birthday, literally someone will be like, "OMG! Happy birthday, so-and-so! It birthday!" And then like a spam of the It birthday. I partake in that so much. It's one of my favorite things. So, I love it. Okay, and so next what we have on the list, I'm actually going to make a different layer for this. So I need to put what day is my above, and then below on again. So it says, what day is my birthday on again? And then below here, I'm going to put in all caps on the bottom here, like I'm retired, and then a tiny little who cares above that. So that's the plan. So we'll see how well this works. And now I'm going to follow what Foxtrot is doing over here. Where I'm going to use lowercase for that. So, and then we also need, I kind of want to match this box on at the bottom of it. So let me see how well that looks real quick. Alright, I'm gonna try and do what Foxtrot's doing down here with like a little bit of boldness. Oh, also, Barley, I didn't even read your message. I'm so sorry. How was Magic? I hope it was fun. Went well and not well. Overall, had a fun night. I'm sure that probably means, like, wins and losses, but I'm glad it was a fun time. I'm glad it was a fun night. I might have made the eye... Either I made the eye too small, or I made the shading, like the backdrop, not as intense as it should have been. I think that's how it would look. You know, sometimes when you're making something in 3D and you're just like, ew, why does that look off? And you're not 100% sure if you did it right or wrong. That's me right now. Alright, so the H, the T and the H are kind of like the middlemen. So at least I can kind of copy the T a little bit in Foxtrot for this. So that works. Also, hello, Sona. How are you doing? I used to try and write my own knockoff version of Foxtrot. Really? Aw, that's so cute! I like that. I know, every now and then I always try my hand at maybe making, Sunday morning comics or something, and it doesn't really end well. But, because my humor's so different compared to my parents, but... Let's see. Let's see. Happy birthday. You like the color? Yeah, oh, yeah, thank you, Sona, for the color, or for the compliment on the color scheme. Yeah, this one, I feel like it's getting more attention now. I feel like when it was initially requested and made, it didn't get, like, as much traction compared to some of the other color changes. But, no, this one was probably one of my favorites to do, to be honest. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, definitely one of my favorites. I think that looks okay, especially when I actually do the line art for it. It's gonna be fine. I'd love it if someone did that for me. Let's see. That's how I feel when drawing 3D shapes. I know, sometimes 3D shapes can be hit or miss for me. I don't know why. That's fun. Almost one with a cool combo I've always wanted to do, but it got stopped. No! So it's a loss, but a fun loss. Yeah! What color is this one? Well, I mean, you can check the channel points and see what color options there are and, like, which ones you see. Definitely yellow being the primary color on this one. Let's see. What day is my birthday on again? So let's see. Do I want the W like this? Or like this? I think it might be that. Just go to your dad, point at your mom, and tell him, wife acquired. Good job. Good job. Actually, you know what? I think I might take the font from, God, it's underneath here. I think I might take from the Bill amend from the actual, like, thing here. Hold on. Let me move this. Hold on. I think I might take that. Just so that way I'm not, like, writing in the font the whole day, because the birthday's supposed to be the important part. So, let's see. Let's see. So, let's see. I'll get the fancy letterings here in a second. There's no A. What am I... Well, there is a D, though, so we can kind of copy out that. Let me make sure this... I know this is what I want to try and do. Let's see. I've never been good at drawing A's, I'm gonna be completely honest. I always suck at, like, writing A's. It's terrible. Like, I feel like I always need to do them again. Let's see, do I want it going this way? Yeah, I think they're all going this way, so I'll do that. Do we have a T? We don't even have a T. I was fixated on the blue? Really? But it's the first letter of the alphabet? I know! Even my name has it! And I can't do it. Let's see. I guess I could use the L. I guess I could use the L. And then I can just take context clues over, like, what the hell everything is. No. I think the T just being plain like this will probably work. Alright, so now we can copy... I guess I could just take the A. And here. Oops. That's not what I wanted. Hello? Why is it doing this? No! What happened? Hold on. It's being a struggle, boss. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Hello? That's weird. Oh my god, I put it on the same fucking layer again! Oh, I'm so glad it's a sketch. Hold on. I am awful at that. I'm awful at that for some reason. I'm a menace to society. Hi, Brian. Hello. Yeah, I saw you in here earlier. You were talking about the box. Right? No A or T. No A or T. Guess you have Verizon? Oh my god. Hush and shush, that was awful. That was awful, Lizzie. Alright. Bad puns are my middle name. Please don't let it be. It's awful. Okay, so this Y I feel like we can make more into a little curvy QY, I think. Oh, no, wait, no. There is a Y. He's got a Y. Hold on. I lied. We're not doing that Y. We're doing this curly QY. Too much curly Q, I think. Shows you how much I can pay attention to fonts. Jesus. Ugh, I don't like the size of that, so let's change it. There we go. What day? And then there is an I in here. Let's see. God, I really need to clean out my fan on my computer. I think that's why the fan's still going crazy. Even though it doesn't need to. Sorry, I meant to say hello to someone not here. No, it's okay. It's all good. Please. I don't know how to read Japanese. I don't know how to read Korean either, please. Oh my gosh, if we could keep it as, the only reason is because I think, like, I try to follow, like, what some other VTubers say is, like, hey, I don't know what you're actually saying in chat if you do that, so, because I can't read the language. So, hey, if we can keep, English in the chat, I'd appreciate it. I don't know what an S would look like in this font. What would an S look like in this font? I'm just talking about how amazing you are, so if I were to put that in a translator... But no, seriously, for real, if we can try and keep it in there, it's just so that way, because I don't really have any other moderators to do that for me for the time being, so... I know you guys aren't gonna say anything, but it's like, you gotta be careful about that sort of thing, because you just never know who can, if you know what I mean. So, you just never know who's gonna pop in here and do something like that, so we gotta kind of have to nip it in the bud where we can. So, I'm sorry. I try to understand languages when I can, but if I can't, like, actually read it in the chat, I'd highly recommend it. Let's see, so we have an M and a Y, so I can at least copy that. Definitely like a curly Q end here. You know what this reminds me of is like, what was the name of it? Judy something? I remember there was like one of those young kid novels about like a middle schooler or something. I'm trying to remember. It wasn't Junie B. Jones. It wasn't that one. It was something else. Judy something. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Hold on. Whoops. Let's see. Judy Moody! That was the name of it. Okay. I remember reading a lot of Judy Moody growing up. That's, for some reason, like, the font reminds me of Judy. Like, it just brings back memories of me reading Judy Moody, but the thing is, like, I'm taking a look at some of the book covers right now, and they, like, do not match this font whatsoever at all. I remember getting a lot of Judy Moody from, like, Scholastic book fairs. I remember that a lot. I'm just gonna copy the Y that I got here. Hold on. Why is it doing that? I ask it to go straight and it doesn't wanna. Okay. What's Judy Moody? A book? Yeah, I mentioned that it was like a book series that I grew up reading. I think Judy was like in middle school or something. Okay. I don't know if I want to make it as... Okay. Let me see that from afar. I think that looks pretty good. Let's see. Actually, I think what I might do... There we go. Book fairs are fun. I always get the Goosebumps books. Yeah, I never, surprisingly, I never really got into Goosebumps all that much. What did I get into as a series growing up? There was a book series, I think the name was Abby or something like that. And I remember she had like red curly hair. I remember that being like a really important part in, or like a really important plot point in her character. But I remember, oh, what was the name of it? Abby something. Oh yeah, I always went for the Boxcar Children. I know. I was a big fan of Nancy Drew growing up. I did get a lot of Nancy Drew. What else did I get at book fairs? Because I got like a shit ton of books at book fairs. But it was like never what was popular at the time. I don't know. I'll have to go through my book stash and see. Let's see. Do we have... We don't really have an O in this font, do we? I remember in middle school I saw 50 Shades on the shelf and our librarian got rid of it by going, "Oh, sorry, I left my weekend entertainment here by accident." What? Why was at a Scholastic book fair? Huh? There's no way. Was it just the one copy, or was it like multiple copies? Because if it was the one copy, then yeah, I can believe that. But like, why in the world would your librarian call it that? Oh, ooh, oh my god. I bought Dragon during a book fair. Love the series. They weren't really publishing any Nancy Drews. I mean, Nancy Drew had a lot of publishings even back when I was still, like, growing up. I remember they tried to modernize Nancy Drew a little bit, so they may not have been, like, the classic books, but they were still Nancy Drew in a way. There's 5 copies, and even he seemed surprised it was on the shelf. I think he was trying to make a joke to get rid of it. Fair enough, fair enough. That's a good librarian for keeping an eye on that, though. Just being like, what the fuck? Yeah, could you imagine being the school librarian, getting ready for the Scholastic Book Fair, and then all of a sudden you see, for middle school, and then all of a sudden you see 50 Shades of Grey on the shelf, and you're just thinking to yourself, like, what? Damn. That's, who approved of that? I'm trying to think what else I had. Oops. I'm gonna do this real quick so I can kind of copy this. There's not really much we can do with an O in this font, I think. But we can copy the N because that's right there. There we go. Yeah, that's an on-it librarian, man. Personally, I only needed one pair of shades, not 50. Lizzie, goddammit. I'm actually going to bring this out just a teeny bit, I think. What else do I remember getting from, like, the Scholastic Book Fairs? Because when I was in school, we had an elementary school that literally got built around the time when I was in 2nd grade. So the library was, like, fresh and brand new and all of that, and it was, like, 2 floors, if I remember correctly. It was, like, 2 floors. And I remember, like, after we got our books, we could just go into anywhere in the library and read. And yeah. For the life of me, I can't remember what the hell I bought. Huh. Hello, Sealy Dan. Mwah.
What a lovely day.
Hi, dude. What's up?
But alas, I am dehydration, so I must consume drink.
I hope you're doing well, dude. Thank you so much for the hydrate. I am making a birthday card for my dad, because I haven't done that yet, and his birthday's coming up. So I'm gonna move this down here. Oh, excuse me. Oh, it's been a busy day today. People in your new elementary schools, all 3 of the ones in my city are relics of the 60s. Well, that's all we really had going for us. Because everything else, we were broke in literally everywhere else. Our levies never passed, so I'm kind of shocked that we managed to get some schools built. I think it's because they were trying to centralize the schools and stuff like that, because when I was in kindergarten through 1st grade, there was like a primary school closer to me. I think it was to try and connect the school district to one set of schools. Because it was like some people were going to like the counties over. I was in like a primary school. Others were in like primary schools like in the next county over and stuff like that. So I think they needed to build the schools to do that. But yeah, for the most part, they were built and then we were broke. So, but yeah, that's all I had. So, and then our schools were... Our high school was, like, surprisingly smaller than, like, it was, like, 3 times as small as our elementary school. It was tiny. Yeah, the only one that didn't really get upgraded was our high school. And actually, we had something where our high school and, where our high school and elementary school was actually connected by... So we had, like, a cafeteria, and it worked as, like, a cafeteria and an auditorium, sorry. It's what we always called it, the auditoria, because it was, like, both the cafeteria and the auditorium. So, any big assemblies would happen in there if they weren't in the gyms or something like that. And then because of how big the elementary school was, surprisingly, there were actually 2 gyms. There was like, we called it the blue gym because the floor was like that rubbery-ish, it was rubbery-ish and it was blue. And then we had the wood gym, which was, like for the older kids, and it was like a typical wooden gym. And I remember when I was in, like, indoor drumline, we would always go to the wood gym instead. Because, like, basketball would be in the middle of practice in the high school's gym, so it was just, oh, let's go to the wood gym! And it was like, hell yeah! So it's just easier to do that, I think. But yeah, as soon as we like entered high school, literally everything was like broke as hell. Literally the entire school was 1 floor instead of 2. What the fuck is happening? That's weird. Are you fucking kidding me? What's going on? What the fuck? Hold on. Why are we doing this? Thank you. Jeez Louise, that was messy. Alright, let's move that. Hold on. Am I on the right freaking layer? Why do I have so many layers all of a sudden? I'm not on the right layer. What is going on with my layers? Hold on. Something funky's going on with my layers. Okay. Yeah, something funky was going on with my letters there. And then I can just take the N from this one. I got a bit of an O there. Hold on. I got a bit of the O there. Oh my god, you guys! I can't read all that! I look up and I see paragraphs on paragraphs. Hold on. Jeez Louise. Let's see. I remember everyone trying to get the same Iron Man comic book in the library. And I believe the teachers didn't like us going for unknown reasons. Our high school was puny. The library was basically a closet. We had, like, some pretty decent-sized libraries, but like I said, the levies never passed, so, like, any big maintenance that really needed to happen didn't really. So it was like, they were nice, but at, like, what cost? Literally, like, lunches and improvements on instruments and stuff like that. My high school's been around for 40 years. Had no stalls? What? The toilet had no stalls? What the hell? I'd never go into that bathroom. Jeez. Okay. What the hell? That was an oversight. Jeez. Ooh, my eyes are itchy. Oh, sorry about that. Are you fucking kidding me? Sorry, I was having issues with something. Hold on. I'm having issues with something. Why is it doing that? There's something off screen that you guys aren't seeing real quick, but for some reason it's freaking out my words. Okay, yeah, we're good. That's weird. Okay, let's move these down. Hold on. Oh, I need the question mark. How am I gonna do a question mark? You did not just spell no like that, Sona. Really? I don't know what you're saying. Hold on. Saying levies, but tits fun? Oh my god, to think you're saying levies? I don't know. The best thing was that the toilet paper holders next to each toilet and a trash can on the other side. Ugh. What? That's so strange. That's a big oversight. Oh my god, that's kind of gross. Don't like that at all. Alright, let me move this one down. Actually, let me see something. Maybe not that much. Because I still need to make the question mark. So I'm gonna leave a little bit of space. Move it up just a teeny bit. Oh, no, bring it down. God, some fucker keeps revving their car and I hate it. Can you hear that? Oh my god. Let's see. Who the fuck is revving their car doing nothing? He's just revving the fucking car in the parking lot. What? It's almost 9. It's 8:45 at night. What the fuck is this dude's problem? What a freak. People who do that seriously need their license revoked because you're obviously not paying attention to the fucking road if you're just revving your car like that. You obviously want a reaction out of people being like, ooh, look at my car. Ooh, aren't I so cool? Yeah, well, you're not cool if you miss the green light because you're not watching the road. God, I hate people who do that. They're so dumb. I hate them. I'm sorry. I don't hate a lot of people, but I hate when people do that. It's so fucking annoying. You're not cool. You're not. I'm sorry. If you do shit like that, just stop and just drive like a normal person. That's all the majority of the people who are on the road ask for. Oh my gosh. I can't read paragraphs on paragraphs, guys. I'm trying to draw. Oh my goodness gracious. A guy whose bass was so loud at the gas station I could hear it through the bass? You mean like a car bass? Or are you talking about the bass from a speaker? Because that's the wrong bass if that's the case. It was like the middle pump pissed me off so much. It's awful. It's actually awful. Oh, dearie me. Like, seriously, you can do much better with your time than revving your car like that. It's, I don't get it. Sorry if I'm, like, angry about that. I had to deal with a lot of shit drivers today, and it was awful. Awful experience. It should be taking me, like, 15 minutes to get to work. I live, like, 10-15 minutes away from work, right? 10 to 15! Do you know how long it takes me to get to work because of shit drivers? Almost 25 minutes! That's an extra 10 minutes tacked onto it when it should be a 10-minute drive! It pisses me off every single time. And it's because we got people who don't know how lights work. Because they think they can still... Okay, so you know when it's like a turn left only and like a four-way intersection, right? You know when it's like the turn left and then it starts going yellow. Do you know what you're supposed to do at a yellow light? You are supposed to slow down and stop. Do you know how many people still try to turn left when the lights turn green for everybody else? They keep going. Some guy nearly T-boned me yesterday because I was driving home and he thought he could make the fucking light. Like, he had red a couple seconds before it turned green. You have to stop because then people are going in the other direction. And the guy had the audacity to try to yell at me through the fucking window because I had the light to go straight. How dumb can you be? Seriously. How much of a shit driver do you have to be to do shit like that? And then have the audacity to be mad at the other person whom you almost hit because you were impatient. Jeez Louise. And then, not to bash on them, but I live in neighborhoods where the population can be a bit older, and I know in the States, car is like the primary, like form of transportation in my state, let alone my entire country, because everything is so far apart for some ungodly reason. But at the same time, if you're getting up in age and you can't go 25 in a 35, you can't even manage going 25 in a 35, I'm sorry, but you need to get off the road. Like, you can't be going that slow. Like, going fast in a neighborhood is one thing. Going too fast in a neighborhood. Going too slow in other neighborhoods is like a completely separate thing. Going too slow is also a danger to people, and I think a lot of people don't realize that. But at the same time, I understand that not everyone is going to have the means for somebody else to drive them in certain situations, but at the same time, it's like, you can't be that slow. Not when we have this many impatient drivers. They will ram into the back of your car if they are impatient enough. I am telling you, I have had plenty of people almost ram my car because they thought we had the green all of a sudden because somebody could have the left turn only lane. They see somebody moving and they're not paying the fuck attention to the road that they're all of a sudden like, oh, I see people on my left going. That must mean I should go. Oh, wait. Now I'm looking forward after hitting the gas and seeing people seeing my lane isn't going, so I'm just gonna ram right into their car. The amount of times I've seen that driving into work is awful. I don't get it. Why are people so fucking stupid? I don't get it. As someone who got hit by someone running a stoplight, I get it. I got hit! I got rear-ended because someone wasn't paying attention when the traffic came to a sudden stop. Ugh. It completely demolished my car because of course it had to be an SUV against my dinky little Ford Focus at the time. This is like back in 2019. Yeah, and then like the traffic ahead of us, I don't know what happened, but it stopped traffic, like quite literally just stopped it. There was no slowdown or anything, and then the guy behind me was on a phone, of course he was, hit the back of my car and completely demolished it to the point that I just had to get a new car, because, seriously. Oh my gosh. And then, I remember one time, I had a friend come over, this was when I was still living with my parents, and so what happened was, like, the closest thing to us, like a movie theater, because a friend of mine, we were planning to go to the movies, so, where were we going? I think I was picking, because I was at school close to where he lived at the time, so we kind of both drove down at the same time. So when we were on the highway to, like, getting towards the exit of my home, there was an accident. And then when we had dinner and we went to go to the movies later that night, there was another accident with a completely different set of cars. And then after the movie was over and we were driving back to my place, guess what? There was a completely different accident where a car was upside down. It was like, how many accidents has to happen on this highway? 3 for 3. Like, chill out. These people need to chill. Oh, dearie me, it was awful. Quite awful. Just realized the music has been repeating for God knows how long now. I love in an area... live in an area really hit by Helene, and 6 months later, still a ton of bad out-of-town drivers here. Jeez Louise. Ugh. What is it? I don't know. I think the problem with my area is that I live near a lot of boulevards. Like, a lot of boulevards, right? And so I think what happens is the roads are too thin. And so then people start just getting a little crazy. Because either they have, like, they don't want to hit the edge of the boulevard, so then they start getting into, like, the other lane a little bit. And then, like, the other person who's trying to pass said person doesn't realize it, and then next thing you know, your mirror's fucking gone. So, I don't know. That's my theory. I live in an area where the boulevards are extremely thin, and sometimes it's hard to stay in your lane, but at the same time, it's not that hard to stay in your lane. You have to just try and trust that you don't hit the side of the boulevard if you're, like, in the left lane of this, like, 2-lane boulevard. But see, the problem is that people in my area have main character syndrome, so they think, oh, if I move slightly over, surely I'm not gonna hit anybody, and then boom, they hit somebody. Oh, it's awful. Awful. Oh, and don't even get me started on these boulevards, and because they're in, like, neighborhoods, right? Don't even get me started on those boulevards where then, like, people have their cars parked on the road because their, like, garages are full or something like that. So it's really just a one-lane road, and then the other one is acting like a second parking lot, basically. Like a parking lane, basically. And the amount of people that have hit parked cars is wild. It's wild. It's like they can't even tell that these cars aren't moving. Like, how close do you have to be before you realize that the car's not moving? Like, how little spatial awareness do you have to do something like that? To be that bad at driving? Seriously. Some people, it's a shame that I live in a country where driving is the primary form of transportation, because a lot of people do not deserve their license here. I'm telling ya. Let's see. What did I miss? Always wait for green. Which becomes a real problem at stop signs. Oh, Sona. Don't even joke about that, please. The amount of people that just just squat and sit at a stop sign. I'm not even bullshitting you. The amount of people that just, like, pop a squat at a stop sign and don't move is wild here, too. I have so many shit drivers where I live. It's awful. Awful. One night, the guy in a sports car drove the opposite side around all of us because they have zero patience. God damn. Awful people. Need to slow your roll and stay in your lane. Seriously, but then that's the problem, is that the people that are going into other lanes aren't, they're so impatient. It's that they have to go fast. I don't get it. It's like, if you're running late like that, just leave earlier. Please. That's what I've had to adjust to because of how awful these are. I think it'll get better because my work is right next to a college. I think it'll get better if, once we're in for summer break, hopefully. It's like when the fall happens, then we're gonna have some troubles. But yeah, I think school doesn't let out until late May, maybe. So I still got a ways. But when summer break hits, it's gonna be fine. Also, did I mention to you guys before that I am having a friend come up to visit in the first week of May, and then a couple, like, yeah, so like the first couple days into May, and then the whole first week of May, I got a friend coming and staying for that time frame. So for the first chunk of May, I'm not going to be live or anything, so just, I know that's a couple months away. God, it's already the latter half of March, never mind. It's only like a month and a half away now, but like, just as a heads up, I'm not going to be available for the first couple of days in March there. Or May, sorry. But enough of me, like, yelling and bitching and moaning and carrying on. It's just, I had a tough day today. I had a tough day with awful drivers. It was awful. Quite atrocious. So thank you for hearing me vent. I promise that'll be enough. I just need to get that off my chest. Oh wait, hold on. I have one more. Can I vent about like literally one more thing? It involves driving. Please. Let me read the rest of chat first. Reminds me of your mama's so dumb she got hit by a parked car. Honest to God, yeah. Seriously, that's what's happening. Bold of you to assume they have a license. It's more of bold of you to assume they have insurance is the problem. Just quit and become a full-time streamer. Do you realize that I have almost been streaming for 3 years now and I still have under 500 followers? Like, I am in no rush to become viral. I am in no rush to become famous. And with all the stuff happening, like all the drama going on, with like streamers nowadays, I don't know if I want to. I just like doing this as a hobby. That's why I'm still doing a lot of like, that's why I'm still doing a lot of, what's the term I'm looking for? Off-stream stuff. That's why I'm still doing a bunch of that. Plus, I'm getting like a bit of a promotion at work, so it's like, I'm in a good spot right now. I don't really need to become a full-time streamer. I guess I just like to bitch and moan about drivers because they suck. But I'm pretty content right now. As much as I bitch and moan. For them, it's like the end of the world with zero patience. Seriously, for real, Brian. Also, thank you for the head pats earlier. I appreciate it. Serious, but for real, yeah, that's a big problem. Seriously, people just need to chill out. Did I spell retired right? I'm blanking already. That's bad. That's bad. I'm blanking. I did spell it right, okay. I don't know why I didn't think I did. It's like, yeah. Don't judge. You know when it's like you read or look at a word and you know it's right, but then for some reason it's like something about it just makes it feel off and you're like, that's no longer a real, my brain is processing that this is no longer a real word. Yeah, that happens to me a lot. I don't know why. Also, I am not looking at chat, but I can see it moving. Hang on. I've been on it for 6 years. But that's still a good achievement, Sona! Congrats on reaching that number, too! It doesn't look quite right? What doesn't look quite right? Retired? Don't worry about the venting. Asked a girl out yesterday and she turned me down via head pat, so girlfriend not acquired. No! Mission failed. We'll get him next time. We'll get her next time. Oh no, I'm sorry. I wish you luck for any future endeavors. It looks like... Sona! I know! What? Retie... Red. It doesn't look like it. You're so right! Why did you have to do that to me? Why'd you have to do that to me?
Hey, bitch!
Hey, Lappy!
What a lovely day.
You guys really like the hydrate today.
But alas, I am dehydrated.
Actually, no, I lied.
So
This is the
I
only. This
must
is like the second.
consume drink.
This is like the second hydrate. Hey, Lappy, how you doing? Oh, I can see the line for the teen. Yeah. Lappy, you missed it. I went on a big heckin' vent about the shit drivers in America right now. Oh yeah, I said I wanted to vent about like one more thing. So when I go to archery, there's like, I go the back way because it's way less trafficked than going on like the mini freeway. It's not even a freeway, it's like a boulevard that for some reason wants to pretend it's a freeway, right? And how do I describe this? So it's like I go into a roundabout. The roundabout, surprisingly, is not the issue. I go into the roundabout, and it goes into this boulevard, right? So one, you got to make sure you're going into the right portion of the boulevard. Second, is that how do I describe this? Let me move this R real quick, and then I will show you like an example. I just made retired way too big. Anyways, let me get on this tangent real quick. So, so the roundabout is like this, right? So this is the roundabout, and then, so I'm coming in, or I'm exiting out here. This is a boulevard, right? It's a boulevard. So I, obviously, if you guys know how a roundabout works, you go the same way every round. So then I go about up here, and how this works, this is gonna be a big dramatization about this, but how this works is that it's not a boulevard in a way, but it's a giant, like, upside down U, and it is a single lane road, because there are more like mansions down these roads, right? Like, it's a neighborhood, and these are like the mansions. This is like a patch of grass and greenery, but overall it is a single lane road. And about right when you enter, there's a sign when you enter that says, "This is a one-lane road." But the problem is that one, it is slightly bigger than a one-lane road. So, and two, is that when you're on the road, so this is what it is, right? So this is the road. There's a bit of a, like, beige patch for the driveways and, like, bikers and stuff like that. So this is the beige. It's a one-lane road, so there's not enough room to fit two people, but it gives off that illusion. And the problem is that right in the center of it is tar, right? It's a tar patch thing. So it again mimics the illusion that it is a two-lane road, or like it's got like two lanes going the same way, right? But the problem is that I think originally it used to be, and that's what the black tar is, the tar is covering up. So because of that sign, like right at the entrance of it that says this is a one-lane road, a lot of people don't realize that it's a one-lane road, and the amount of people I have pissed the fuck off because I'm right smack dab in the center of it. This is my dumbass little car, right? This is me. I'm right in the center of it, and like people are either on this side or this side of the tar. But the problem is that we learn in driving school that it's not a double like lane road unless it's white separated lines like this. That's how you know it's supposed to be 2 lanes. But if it's the tar's covered it up, it's technically 1 lane because there's no double lane. There's no like separated double lanes. Like double, like a separated line in the middle of it that separates it. So like we have these dumbasses who believe that the road is wide enough to fit 2 people next to each other. One, that is false. And 2, just because of that tar line, they think that it's 2 lanes and it is clearly not. And they just can't fucking read. So that's another tangent I had to go off of because every now and then I get someone stuck behind me who doesn't realize that and then gets pissed off, tries to honk at me, and then they have to like slink back into their seats once they realize that all the cars behind them are also in the middle of the road because it's a 1-lane road. Like, I don't know. That they see it after they make a fool of themselves. So, it's weird. Yeah, you'll definitely have to watch the VOD, Lappy. I was going off. Make sure to leave the road drawing on the card for Dad. That's the drawing instead. It's not him lounging in a chair. It's gonna be, just an example of that, please. Also, have a good night, Sona. We'll see you in the next stream that you pop in on next. Oh, dearie me, it's awful. I just realized I put this all on the wrong layer again. I am not on a roll with my layers today. I don't know why. Alright, let's separate these real quick. Hold on. There we go. Alright, let's shrink this one a little bit. That's not what I wanted. Let's squish it a little bit. There we go. There we go. That fits a little better. I didn't want the eyedropper tool. I meant to save. Okay. And then what we'll do... I'm actually gonna bring this one just a teeny bit over, because I want to match this. Here we go. Anyways, I guess you could say your layers are like a car crash. They are. I'm a wreck today. Okay, let me make sure I know what's on what. Okay. Alright, and then we will move this one over. Can't really fit a D in there. I think what I'll do is once I merge these layers... We literally just listened to this. Oh my gosh. YouTube's been, like, particularly bad about its shuffle lately. I've noticed. Here we go. And then let me get the letter D in there, and then I'll readjust the size in a second. Wreck today, good one. I didn't even realize I made that joke. Oh no. Uh-oh. I always play music to calm myself down when driving and move on with what happened. Oh, I mean, I know I do too. I just bottle it up like a genius. I have like just the teeniest bit of road rage, I think, but it's 100% like verbal. It's not like I would never get out of my car to confront somebody. Like I'm not that dumb. But you know what I mean, right? Just like yelling at a dumb person in their car who thinks they own the road or something. You know what I mean? Okay. Okay, I think that's where I want it. Is that how you spell retired? R-E-T-I-R-E-D, yes. It just doesn't look like a word. We all need to just go back to the good old horse and carriage. Bold of you to assume people won't commit vehicular manslaughter just because they're not the ones who hit them first. They blame it all on the horses. The horses go to jail instead. Like, oh, I'm so sorry, my horse went crazy or something like that. I don't want horses coming back because you know people would do that. They'd blame the horses to get out of it. We all know it. To be fair, English as a language doesn't look right ever. To be fair, English doesn't sound right half the time. There's something up with the English language that's just very funky. Especially with, like, pronunciations. I feel like if you just didn't grow up... I feel like even if you grew up with English as your first language, you still wouldn't know what was going on half the time. Because every now and then I'll hear a new word and I'll be like, what the fuck is that? But I'd like to think of myself as someone who knows the English language pretty well. I don't know, I think my A's in school would lead me to believe that. And my dad was also very, not strict, but on it, I guess, in making sure I knew how to make things grammatically correct and such. So, even when I did start texting a lot more, I still text grammatically correct things. Because that's just what I grew up with. And so now I can go into things like job interviews and stuff, and they'll say, wow, your resume looks really nice. And I'm like, thank you. I put a lot of work into it. Hold on. People would just start horsing around. Lizzie, please. I'm a writer and I catch myself going, wait, this is grammatically correct, but it sounds so off. I know. I think I've told this story before, but also let me read what Lossless says. Also, hello, Lossless. How are you doing? Thank you for writing with full words and sentences. You're welcome. You are welcome. Oh my gosh. What was I just about to say? Oh yeah, in terms of spelling grammatically correct and things like that. I I have this story that I have in college where the professor, for some reason, thought it was a really good idea to have, like, 7 people in a group project write a paper and give a presentation, right? Awful idea. Never ever do that if you become a professor. Ever. That's too many people for a group. I don't know why she thought that was a good idea. But, so we had like 7 to 9 people, depending on your group, writing one paper. And I remember I was in charge of doing a bit more of the presentation side of things first. So I did the presentation part first, and then I said I'd get to my paper portion later. So then after I finished the presentation side of things, and I went to go look at the Google Doc, oh my god. Oh my god. It was atrocious. Even the fonts were different based on who was writing it. So I took one look at it, said, I'm not risking my grade for this, and I messaged our group chat, and I was like, hey, I have a proposition for you. If you let me edit this entire paper, and someone writes my page that I was originally supposed to write, yeah, like, if someone wrote just my page, I would edit the entire document, and it was like 10 to 15 pages long. I said I would edit this entire thing, and immediately I got deals from like everybody, so someone else wrote my portion of the paper, and I went back and edited the entire thing. I fixed the fonts, I fixed the grammatical errors in it, I fixed all the grammar issues. Someone, I'm not kidding when I said this, someone wrote, like, in a text, like they would a text. And I'm not meaning, like, you just say wanna instead of want to. I mean with numbers and shit. And I'm going, who did this? Who thought that was a good idea? So, like, instead of writing out B4, it would be like B and then the number 4. And I'm thinking, are we this fucking dumb in college? Oh my god, it was awful! It was awful! It took me so long to finish editing that thing, but we got an A on the paper. And I think, like, a good part of it was because I edited it to make it look decent. No, what, like, the contents of it, like, everyone got their subject correct, but I'm telling you this right now, not everyone was skilled in writing papers. I'm sorry, but they tried their best. Except for the one who wrote B4 as B and the number 4 in a college paper. Okay, that one was a little dumb. But everyone else did pretty good in terms of making sure they at least got, like, the points right and everything. And that's why I try to avoid saying like in conversations as much too, because my dad, he knew as a teenage girl I would be in that bracket where I'd start saying like a bit too much. You know what I mean? Where it was like that, but you say it every other word. I don't know, like if you like said like in like every single like word, you know what I mean? That shit. He made sure I didn't do that. But you could tell that some people weren't taught that in college. Some people weren't taught to stop doing that in college. It got to the point where I made a fun game for myself, because it would irritate me something awful. Because my dad taught me not to do that. It would irritate me something awful when I'd be in college, and unfortunately someone, and they'd be super smart too, and that's the problem, but it's like, see, I did it there. But it would be so bad. So they'd be so smart, but it would be so bad because all you would hear in every other word was like, and so you'd just sit there a little irritated. Once you genuinely listened to how many times they were saying like, it got to the point where I started playing a game and counted how many times I heard the word like, just so I wouldn't get irritated at the poor person, because it wasn't their fault. I know they had to stop it at some point, but ooh, someone obviously didn't tell them that they were saying it too much, and I didn't have the balls to say it in front of a bunch of people, so I wasn't gonna. But yeah, you could definitely tell it was irritating a lot more people other than me. So, if she were a Zoomer, happy B-Day, pause, Skibidi Toilet. Do not put Skibidi Toilet in my chat. Do not. Also, Lossless, thank you so much for the lurk. I appreciate it. I was in a group project and my group did nothing, and I did everything on my own. When I was forced to be in a group, this is why I do things alone. I do prefer to do things alone, but there are benefits to being in groups. Because there were some really genuinely smart people in my college, or in my, like, fuck. Now I'm being like, ah! Now I'm being extra cautious at how much I'm saying like, so I'm not a hypocrite. But, it was really beneficial that I was in groups. One of the groups that I was in for one of my communication classes, it was, I forget the actual class itself, but some of our teammates were they were exchange students from China, and so it was really cool to get their perspective on how high school was for them. Because of the papers that we had to write and everything. So it was really fun to get their take on a couple of things, because their views of it were drastically different from mine, and there were 4 of us in this group. Mine and the other, other United States native, I guess is the right term, born in the US, basically. And the other US native. It was really cool to get their perspective on a lot of things, so I very much enjoyed it. But I also do understand those who prefer to be alone. I remember in high school we had these history projects that we had to do every couple of months or so, and it started off as not separate, but solo presentations. I'm trying to think of the right words without saying like in the middle of it. And I remember getting an A on the solo presentation, but then as the months went on, we slowly started adding more people till we had about 4 people to a group, and I remember the more people I got, the worse my grade got. I don't know what happened. But when there were 4 of us, I remember the presentation had to be 15 minutes long, if I remember correctly. And so we all agreed to break it out into 4, since there were 4 of us. And then one person in our group offered to edit it. So I did my recordings, I did my slideshows, I sent them over to her, and we all did the same thing. And she said, yeah, no, I got it, it's fine. And so we got like the basic... We got what it was originally, but then at the last second, the one who was editing it added a bit more to her part of the project, or her part of the presentation. And this was about World War I. It was about World War II. I'm sorry, I don't know why I said World War I. It was 2. And I guess there was some footage that she had wanted to put in there. She put 20 minutes of this footage in her portion of the presentation. The presentation was only supposed to be 15 minutes. So it's like everybody else was so short and sweet, and then all of a sudden, right in the middle of this presentation was this giant long thing of just footage from World War II. And the rest of us, we looked at each other in shock. Like we were looking at each other wide-eyed, talking silently to ourselves, going, what the fuck is this? we were, oh my god. heart. It was cool footage, but bless her heart, we got a bad grade because of the time. So she put like a, I gotta stop saying like so much. Now that I've said, now I'm hyper aware of now I am hyper aware of how many times I'm saying like in these chats. I gotta stop. But yeah, bless her heart, like I said, the content of the footage was interesting. I'll give it that. But the footage itself was over the 15-minute time limit, and she added it on top of the 15 minutes. And this is the last presentation of the year, and I'm thinking to myself, just give me the grade, man. I'll go down to a B, it's fine. I did indeed go down to a B in that class. I had straight A in that class all throughout the year, and that final project put me at a B. It was awful. Oh, dearie me. Like I said, bless her heart. She was sweet. She was a sweet bean. Just never blindside. If you're in a group project, never ever blindside your teammates like that. What did I do? What? Hold on. Give me a second. What happened? What are we doing? What's going on? Ah, okay. I'm messing up my layers again. Let's see. She just wanted the extra credit. As someone who never went to college, this affirms every college trope I've ever heard of. Oh my god, Lizzie, I have so many college stories. I was a band kid. I was in the marching band in college, and oh, it wasn't the best time. Also, hi Grub! How are you doing? Thank you so much for stopping by. I've been going off on tangents.
Hey, bitch!
Hey, SK, how you doing? I have been going off on so many tangents today. I have not been working, but I'm trying to make a card for my dad for his birthday on Saturday. And I have not been making progress because I've been going off on tangents. Oh, it's awful. Awful, awful. Okay, so... Wait. What happened to the... What day is it on my... What day is my birthday on again? Where'd that go? Where the fuck did that go? It's gone! What happened? Where'd it go? Oh no! Oh no! Okay! Okay, there it is. What? Okay, I know what happened. Oh, oh boy. Oh, that was bad. Oh, that almost could have ended terribly. Okay. That was bad. Whew. Okay. We don't have to worry about that. Did you lead it with the roads? Shut the fuck up, Lizzie. Tangents, they get us all. Tangents are a way of life. They really are. I've been bitching and moaning about, well, now I can bitch and moan about YouTube shutting off on me real quick. Video paused. Continue watching? Yes! Why did they make that a feature? Why did they make that a feature? Anyways, new tangent. I guess I could talk about some college stories, cause to really show the college experience. I think one of my favorite stories from college was, I had a dorm room on the first floor. Oh, what the hell? I had a dorm room on the first floor in one of the halls, right? And how do I describe this? So my hallway was rather busy, no matter the time of day. And so both my roommates, because I was in a room at that time where we had a communal bathroom, but there were 3 of us in a dorm room instead, because it was slightly bigger than the 2-person one. So I was by myself for the weekend, because my roommates were visiting family that weekend. And so it's 3 in the morning. Mind you, I'm a night owl, so I was kind of half asleep at that point. Like, my teeth were brushed, the computer was off, my contacts were out, I was in bed, trying to listen to music, and I hear this thud, and then, like, this wailing right outside my door. So, ever the nosy Nancy that I am, I cautiously make my way down the stairs, because I was on a bunk bed, right? I made my way down the ladder, or my desk was underneath my bed, so my bed was lofted. So I make it down the ladder, and I look out my little peephole, and I see... I see one guy. He is looking down at another guy, just rolling around on the floor. And he's making these hand motions. I know my model can't do it, but he's putting his hands on his head, like throwing them down at the guy, like in a "what are you doing" kind of pose. And the guy on the ground is screaming and yelling and wailing. He's drunk. Drunk as drunk can be. And the guy who's standing up, less drunk, but obviously still drunk, is going, "Bro, help me help you! Get the fuck up!" And then the guy rolling on the floor, literally a toddler, goes, "I don't wanna!" He's rolling around on the floor. This is all happening out on right outside my door, so I can see all of it through the peephole. And so, at some point, the guy who's standing up grabs his buddy underneath the arms and starts dragging him down the hallway. His heels are dragging on the floor and everything. I guess not apartment, but I guess their room was literally just down the hall, down the other wing of the first floor, so they almost made it to their dorm room. And when I say they almost made it to their dorm room, bro did not make it before he puked all over the hallway. At least it wasn't on my side of the wing. But oh lord, when I opened up my dorm room to go to breakfast, you could smell it. Ooh, it was awful. And it was worse because you know that kind of cleaner, that powdery cleaner that you put on vomit or anything because it gets on the carpet or something like that, so it can like raise off the carpet? Yeah, that doesn't smell good either, so that mixed with that smell. Oh, I actually shut the door. I didn't even make it outside. I opened the door, got a whiff, and was like, ugh, like closed the door and like prepped myself. Sleeve, like covering my mouth with my sleeve, and then blocking my nose with my hand, and I booked it out of there to head to lunch. It was awful. But that's still one of my favorite stories to tell to this day because, bro, help me help you! Get the fuck up! It was so good! That's not my only, like, drunk dude story, but man, that one's my favorite. Oh. I was a drama kid in high school. Got my first kiss via play. Aw, cute! I was a drama kid too in high school. Not in college though, but in high school I was. Please tell me the hallway was... Please tell me the hallway wasn't carpeted. Oh, it was. Funny enough, there was actually... so how the hall worked here, I'll draw it out real quick. I'm going off on another tangent. So there was like a lobby. There was a lobby area, right? Ooh, that was weird. Hold on. There was a, god damn it. There was a lobby area. And then this was a student lounge. This was the entrance and stuff like that. This was my hallway. And then there was an entrance here. And then there was the hallway to dorms this way with an entrance and exit there. The hallways, carpet. This area, tile. He didn't make it. They didn't even make it on. Well, they made it past, because my dorm was about here, halfway down the middle. So they made it all the way until they reached this carpet, and that's where he got sick on. So thankfully it wasn't in my hallway, but it still was on the carpet. Oh, it smelled terrible. And I'm someone who gets sick from the smell of someone who has been sick. So I gagged when I opened the door. I almost threw up right there too, because it was awful. I'm that kind of person who gets sick either watching someone get sick or smelling it, and so I had to prepare myself. This is what happens when your milkshakes bring all the moist in the yard. Vomit literally everywhere. This music is so fitting for that. Oh no. Oh. You say cute. My only kiss ever happened because the script called for it. Bold of you to assume I haven't even had one yet. But I have my own reasons why. So, oh no. I know. It's a big oh no. Oh, dearie me. It was a fun time. College was fun. I had fun in college. College was a fun time. Can't complain. Oh, well, I can complain about stuff, but for the most part, it wasn't terrible. I actually really enjoyed my classes. The only thing that I really wasn't a big fan of was just how cliquish, and I've mentioned this plenty of times on this channel here, and so I won't reiterate it too much, but coming from a very small school in high school, because we were in the middle of nowhere, my state, there was a sense of camaraderie, I think, when we were in high school marching band. So it was, if you had other things that you had to do, because I think soccer conflicted with marching band practices here and there. So we had some who had to leave a little bit early to participate in practice, or maybe they were still in practice when marching band practice started, and so they had to, once they got done with that, they immediately came to marching band and such. However, when I got to college marching band, it was literally the most cliquish thing I have ever seen in my entire life. It was horrendous. It was so cliquish for literally no reason. I don't know why. And everyone hated the percussion. And guess who was in percussion? Me! I was bass drum. But I think it was, I mentioned this before, and I think it was because of our instructors, with whatever logic that was. So we had some instructors who came from indoor drumline things, right? Where it's basically you're in indoor drumline, and you do competitions just solely based with very advanced percussion, sticking, and moves and dances and stuff like that. So some have a habit of getting a bit of an ego from doing stuff like that. So I guess it just led to the majority of the band thinking that everyone in the percussion had that same exact ego. And so we were not bullied per se, but no one really wanted to talk to us, unfortunately. And we got made... okay, we did kind of get bullied a little bit, but we didn't really give a shit because it's college. These people, some of these people in the marching band peaked in high school, and it showed, unfortunately. So what ended up, I think the one thing that genuinely made me mad, because for the most part you could just brush it off, like, who cares? Literally what I'm writing right now. But I remember, I will never forget this one. I remember one time we were getting a water break, and so it was a woodwind, if I remember correctly. I don't know if it was a flute or if it was a clarinet, but I do remember I overheard somebody say, like, oh, why do we even need a percussion? Why do we even need percussion? All they do is just hit stuff. Oh, I got pissed off at that. You don't say shit like that. Not when every instrument has an important part to play in music. You don't. You obviously don't care about the music if you say stuff like that. So, that made me mad. Would I make fun of their instruments? No! Because every instrument has an important part to play, or else it wouldn't be in the score in the first place. So whoever wrote it obviously believed that had an importance to it. And percussion is the heartbeat of any musical piece. Whether you believe it or not, because even if it doesn't have percussion, it probably has a metronome when you're practicing it. It has a tempo, and percussion heavily relies on that. So to hear something like that, to hear my instrument get ridiculed like that just because they didn't like any of us in the percussion section, that pissed me off something bad. But you just don't say stuff like that. That's so rude and mean, and it really severely undermines how hard people work for their instruments. And so, would I ever ridicule anyone in the woodwinds just because they said something like that? No. Because they have an important part to play too. There's some really fun flute and clarinet pieces in marching band and any other piece of media. Obviously, whoever made the piece knew that they had an importance in it, so just don't say stuff like that. If you love music to the point that you're trying to march along with it to show spirit, then you don't ridicule anyone else's instrument. You just don't. And if you do, then maybe you shouldn't go into music. I'm sorry, that's it could be a hot take. I went to college to pick up a friend once, and the first thing I saw was a guy taking a bath in the fountain outside. Damn. Okay, yeah, I didn't have anything that extreme. That's genuinely the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And that's coming from someone who's been told a mini fridge is more beneficial than a bass guitar. It was in jest. Okay, good. Imagine music without percussion. Whoever said that's crazy. I don't know. It's literally the foundation of everything, right? So, I don't know. I don't know if they were just mad or what, but yeah, no one really liked, and so it made being in the percussion kind of a pain, a little bit. I know it said it didn't bother you, but after doing it for 3 years, yeah, it starts to bother you a little bit when the prejudice is still there for some unknown reason. I don't know. I don't know. It was not fun. So, but yeah, thanks for hearing that. For those of you who have been with me for a while, thank you for hearing that tangent for the umpteenth time. But even if, because I will admit, the instructor indeed did have a bit of an ego, but even then, that just shows that you're just, I don't know, you're just categorizing people in a group that's just so narrow-minded. Like, I would never think that way towards anybody, because I'm not saying the entire band was like that, just a few. Because I made some pretty good friends in college through marching band, obviously. And they knew better. But, yeah, I don't know what was up with some people there. But, why can't I find this? But yeah, overall, just don't undermine somebody's successes. Just because you don't undermine the instrument just because you might not like the person who's playing it. So, whatever. Cliques and people attacking other roles is sadly all too common. So I can relate. I know, drama's a little bit different. But also not really. But like I said, I came from a pretty small school where that wasn't... It was kind of bad, but it wasn't as bad, I think, compared to other bigger schools. Yeah, I went to... What was it? I went to a public school where the graduating class was only like... My graduating class was only 99 people, and about 20 of them went to a technical school in the county over. So, I think that says a lot. Let's see. What is going on with this? There we go. So, I don't think the cliques were as bad compared to, other schools that had bigger populations, if that makes sense. Bigger populations? A bigger school body, how about that? Alright. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's what I thought. There we go. Okay, I'm actually gonna move this one over real quick. Just a little bit. There we go. There we go. Man, I went on a big tangent, didn't I? Oh my god, stop. I just want to move it over a little bit, and I think it thinks I'm trying to move it down. Okay, so many words, Lizzie! Your college. I thought you said you didn't go to college. Who said they didn't go to college? Let's see. Yeah, Lizzie, you said you didn't go to college. Our teacher quit after 2 weeks, so got fired 1 month in, and then we had to make another sub full-time. We had to make another sub full-time teacher to the end of the year. Oh, gotcha. Whew. High school, not college. Gotcha. I didn't read that at the end there. Okay, in high school. There you go. We had something like that actually happen in college. We were halfway through the semester, and I guess the professor was getting a lot of critiques over how she was teaching the classes. She was a little hard to understand, I'll give it that. Not necessarily because of how she was speaking. She spoke perfect English, very much was articulate with her words. The problem was what she was saying. It was really hard to understand what the hell she was trying to teach us, I guess. So, to my understanding, a lot of people went to talk with her about that, or talk to the dean, I think, about, not the dean, but who's like in charge of the school of colleges anymore? Went to talk to some higher up, I guess, regarding how she was not acting, but how she was teaching, and I guess got fired. So then we had somebody come in halfway through the semester and had to figure out what the hell was going on within that 1 year, so we literally just started over. That was a tough class for no reason. It was awful. I hope that one professor was alright. Okay. I do wish her the best. Okay. Save. Alright, it's only, what, 2.5 hours in, and I'm just now getting to the sketch in the middle of it? Fantastic. Alright, I'm actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make a folder, a group layer, for the words. That's just a blank canvas. Alright, so I'll put that in there. Boop, boop. Okay! So now I can just delete it all if I want to. So, this should hopefully save the layers a little bit. So I am going to copy. And paste this so I can get a reference. Still don't know why she quit. I love the idea that you're still drawing cards for your dad's birthday. Oh, I draw them for my mom too. Especially my mom. She loves these, especially for Mother's Day. I try to make her something. But yeah, I have a whole folder of the stuff that I've made my parents. Unfortunately, one time, I ended up, was it on his birthday? I ended up accidentally giving my dad COVID during the lockdown, close to around his birthday, I think. So I made a card that said, "Sorry for giving you COVID." It was awful. It was so bad. He got a laugh out of it. But I can't tell you how guilty I felt, but the fact I still made a card that said, "I'm sorry for giving you COVID." Do I still have it? I think I might have it saved on here. I didn't even put that much effort into it because I felt so guilty about it that I just took a stock image and put "sorry for giving you COVID" on top of it. I didn't even draw it. This is pretty bad. Oh. Let's see. Oh, it was Father's Day. It wasn't, it wasn't, oh, this is bad. That's really bad. Yeah, I just took a stock image. It turns out it was a Father's Day. Hold on. Stock image, but I wrote on top of it, "Sorry for giving you COVID." I'm awful. I'm a terrible daughter. It was literally just a stock image I found, and so I put the "sorry for giving you COVID" on top of it. Oh, damn. I bet he cried tears of happiness. He got a pretty good laugh out of it. We have a funky sense of humor we both share. Oh! I made this as a Valentine's Day card, though. For both my parents. I forget what year this was. I think this was 2023. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this was 2023. Yeah, so I made that for Valentine's Day. I was happy. I was happy when I did that. And then this one didn't, I took the words off of this one, but this was one of my Mother's Day cards. I think this was 2022 Mother's Day, if I remember. No, 2021. Sorry, this is 2021. This one I actually have dated. But yeah, I made this one. This is when I was still really trying to learn digital drawing, so I made the entire sketch, like, on paper, and then I did the line art for it later. But you can tell that a lot of the lines were still pretty wobbly because I wasn't sure what to do. But above it initially said, Happy Mother's Day, but I cut that out when I moved it from computer to computer because this was on my old computer. However, in 2023, I think I did a pretty good job at updating because my mom really liked the little characters that I made in 2021, so I tried my hand at making one of those lineless arts a little bit. So it was a little weird to do, but it was a lot of fun. My mom really liked the characters that I made on the 2021 card, so I tried them again with these. So, yeah, a little story. It was snowing, and our little snow buddy in the front was super happy about it, but then her brother's, like, getting ready to throw snowballs right in the background, and then there's her mom, in the sidelines and everything, so, yeah, I was really happy with how it turned out. So I was definitely improving, for sure, I think, with my art. And then these three live in my brain rent-free every now and then. I'd like to... My mom says that I should make a children's book with these three in it. So basically the story is a single mother with her two Snow Bunny twins, basically. None of them have names. I have never given them a name since. Never thought about it. But they're actually based off of these stuffed rabbits that we bring out every winter for the holidays, and they wear ice skates, and they have, one's a girl, one's a guy, and they wear this, like, matching plaid outfits and such. So I made the little snow bunnies, the two twins, based off of those plush rabbits, because my mom really, really loves them. And so, yeah, so I try to... My mom really enjoyed the context behind it, so she's like, oh, you need to make a children's story with these, and I never really thought about it, to be honest. I probably should, though. Probably should think about them a little bit. But then I look back at some of my other art pieces and everything, and I'm really happy with the improvement that I've been making. One of my latest art pieces was, do you remember when I was making those, you remember when I was making those little chibi arts of some VTubers and things like that? Like Nicodemus and Yui and all of that. You can definitely tell that there's been improvement in my art since then, for sure. And I'm really happy with the improvements that I have been making. So, for sure. I'm really happy with the improvements. Let me move that down a little bit. There we go. So... yeah, I know I'm definitely improving, so maybe I might think about it. We'll see. Oh yeah, and hold on. There's Yui's. So, yeah. What else have I got? This is still one of my favorites, even though it was one of the quickest drawings I've ever had to make, was for my friends in the Spin It podcast. They were doing a Halloween special, and so they needed some art for it, so I did draw some art for it. It was fast. It was some of the fastest drawing I've ever had to do because it was last minute. But yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. Still one of my favorites. So, so yeah, I've definitely been making improvements, I think. I definitely do need to draw more, though. I have a lot of non-finished things, but Yeah. Oh, can't show that one. That one's... Oh, why do I have that pic? Wait, why do I have this saved? Oh! I was like, I have a screenshot in here. This is why I don't have this on the screen you're looking at right now. Is because my face is in one of these screenshots, and I forgot that I had to take a screenshot of something from my lessons today. And I'm like, why is my face there? Oops! Whew! That would have been bad. That would have been very bad. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be the end of the world if you guys saw my face, but I don't really want you guys seeing my face. So, too bad. Too bad, so sad. You can't see it. Daughter of the Year at its finest? No, it's fine. I feel like I just have to do something with my art, so I think being able to take the time to make something for my parents, I don't know. I just think, I don't know. I think that's a good use of my improving abilities, I think. You're an amazing artist, I have to say. Aw, thank you, Lizzie. I appreciate it. I definitely still need to improve on a lot of things. I'm getting better at drawing people, but when it comes to objects or perspectives, I definitely need to try my hand at working a little better. But, you know, the improvement's there, for sure. So I need to push myself a little bit. I think that's why I'm so happy with the urban myth picture that I made not too long ago. Is that in my completed art? It should be. Oh, it's in miscellaneous, I believe. Yes, it is. I think that's why I really like my urban myth Disillusion Center fan art, was because I tried my hand at different perspectives. Doesn't want to open? Here we go. Because I was testing out different brushes, I was testing out perspective, I was testing out different, I guess, sizes of characters and such, and angles from the cards, and really trying to push what I knew. Lighting, definitely lighting was one. So this is definitely one of my favorite pieces that I've done so far, because I really think that I made some heavy improvement when making this. So, yeah. I'm really happy about it. Time for me to head to bed. Have a good stream. Thank you for staying as long as you did, Brian. I really appreciate it. Have a good one, and we'll see you in the next stream that you pop in on next. So, have a good night. It's on the background. Oops. You could stay the way you are, so I can. Oh, what's it called? What's that word again? Love. Searching for you everywhere. I can see you in most everything. I'm searching for you everywhere, but somehow you can't stop transforming. How does the seat of this look? Oh, okay, I see what's going on with it. Okay. I'm searching for miles that's gone since you have left. Each one of us is a bucket of love. Some of us empty, some of us filled up. Cut us into pieces, break us down to the cell. We're just echoes, we have evolved now. If you turn into a flower, you must be the most delicate ever. Even if you would, just occasionally, you're the only perfect hour for me. If you turned into a human, I like all the warmth coming from your hands. And your stinky breath with hair that's unruly. You're the only perfect human for me. I'm searching. This is so awkward. Holy crud. I'd like to get good at art and then draw the last photo my dad took with his parents before they passed. Aww, as a Christmas gift to him? Aww, dude, that's so sweet. It was an old, very poor quality camera, so drawing would be cool. That would be so cool. Oh, good luck with your endeavors. I just wish you the best and hope that you can achieve that. That is so thoughtful in of itself. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh, that warms my heart so much. Oh my goodness. So, I wish you luck on your endeavors, dude. I'm sure even just very minimal improvement if you tried to redraw that in whatever style you choose, that alone I think is going to just be so sweet, so sentimental. Oh my goodness. That's... Aww. That warms my heart. I'm gonna cry. Aww. That's so sweet. Still have it as my background. Lizzie! Aww, that's so sweet. Thank you. Yeah, I know one of these. I know definitely for Urban Myth, I will need to add Jasmine into one of these drawings, so I'm not done drawing Urban Myth fan art just yet. I need to figure out what to draw next, but yeah, I definitely will draw more in the future. Do not worry. We'll get you like a new phone wallpaper with Jasmine on it. I've been seeing so much fan art of Urban Myth on my dash lately on Twitter. Thankfully, it hasn't been any spoilers. It's just been it's been super cute fan art of like Azami and Jasmine in different outfits, or them wheeling Megria around on fun adventures. I don't know, it looks very cute and fun to me. There's one that I saw where like Jasmine is sprinting while pushing Meguria's wheelchair, and he just goes flying off of it, and I don't know why, but that going got so popular. It got like thousands of likes on it. And it just makes me laugh every time. I'm sorry. It's not to be mean, I swear. It's because it's because it's Meguria. Make it happen. It's such a good idea. Right, Grub? That idea that Jude made was so good. Draw Zami and Jasmine together. Only if you spell Jasmine's name right. I guess I don't need all the details on the table. Really, I just need to draw a can of beer on it in a what do you call those gloves for? What do you call those gloves for cans? Koozes. Poor director son. Look, I'm at work, so spelling mistakes are excused. You spelled Jasmine wrong every single time. Is it a... we call it like a kooz, if I remember correctly. Koozie? I guess. Yeah, we should call it a kooz. I had to think about it for a second. I know, I did too. Because you don't say it often enough to remember what it is. You're thinking, what is that word? You just know, you know what the object is, but you just don't know what the word for it is. And so then you're just drawing a blank the whole time. This is so strange. I forgot how funky the anti-gravity chairs are. It's so weird because it's like the arms connect to the bottom half of the chair. Okay, I think I got it. But then this art, I guess it won't be that far. I guess it wouldn't be that bad. I don't know why I'm getting so detailed with this. Oh, perfect summer chill out music. This song always reminds me of summer. It came out in the summer during the pandemic. This is Mewmore's Lake Verity remix from Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. And it came out June of 2020, so it's almost gonna be 5 years since this song came out. And I remember finding this while I was working from home, and I listened to it because I follow Mewmore, so I always like to listen to their music, their remixes of Pokemon games, songs from Pokemon games and such. And so when this one came out, it was around summertime, so my dad and I were still sharing the office, our little office at the time. It was a guest room that was just converted into an office when we moved in there when I was a baby. And so I just remember he just basically finished work early and was out chilling by the pool and such. So I was by myself still working because I still had maybe an hour or something left. And I remember finding this and just, I don't know, it stuck with me, man. This song just sticks with me. It's so good. It just brings back somehow good memories despite when it came out, you know, during the lockdowns and everything. But I don't know. Just, I guess because, you know, I could see my dad out the window just chilling out at the pool. So I guess just seeing him happy despite, you know, happy to just chill out while in that moment of just reprieve, I think, with everything that was going on with the lockdowns and all of that moment of reprieve, I think, just helped me out a little bit. And so I guess deep down, it just made me believe, like, it'll be okay, despite the mess that was happening at the time. Had to think about it for a second. Yeah. Oh, hi Shaktus, hello, how are you doing? Carpet tires indeed. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. I'm trying to draw one of those anti-gravity chairs. Cause I'm drawing a birthday card for my dad, and he loves his anti-gravity chair, but I've never drawn one before, so this is the first. It's a little complicated, isn't it? I'm actually going to draw this on a separate layer, just so that way I can go through down here. I made sure to schedule my lunch break tomorrow around the time we start the urban stream. what time did I say we were gonna do that? 7? I think 7 p.m. I'm sorry I have to work in the in-between there. But I hope you enjoy the lunch too. That's a fun fact. A few of my friends' babies grew up in confinement. They still don't know how to act in public spaces. Damn. See, I didn't really have to think about that because it was really just me and my parents. And obviously my parents both retired. My mom, right before the lockdowns happened. My dad, a year into the lockdowns. Yeah, for like a full year, we were sharing an office space together until he retired. And then he get all the dad jokes of, who cares? I'm retired. Which I'd laugh at, don't worry. Like, that never made me mad or anything. But yeah. I know, I have a coworker who is he's so we talk about a bunch of stuff, and he's so on it when it comes to his work, but he was mentioning to me all the stuff that happened during the lockdowns and everything. Surprisingly, I feel like I was more social. It's awful to say, and I know I'm privileged for saying it, but I feel like the lockdowns somehow made me the most social I had been in a while, and that was because I got to voice chat almost daily with friends who were out of state or who I hadn't talked with in a while, because I reunited with a friend a month before I think the lockdowns truly started. And so that's when we started our D&D group. We had watch parties every weekend. A lot of us were working from home because of everything that was going on. And like I said, I know I am 100% privileged to say something like that. And I know it's not good to say, considering all those who had it really rough and everything. But surprisingly, I think just on my end, I was shocked at how social I think I ended up being because of it. Of being locked in a room, not in a room, but being locked inside all day, but still having the means to be able to communicate with friends in that way. Being able to reunite with friends right before that, I feel like if I had not reunited with that group of friends, I would have been in the complete opposite, I think, mindset. Because my current friend group at the time, I had a couple different friend groups, and so the main one that I was really talking with at the time, there was a falling out between two of the friends, and they lived closer to where I was in school. This was a college friend group, and so they lived closer to where I used to go to college, right? And so there was some kind of drama that was happening, but because I was now living 3 hours away from them, suddenly I wasn't a part of any of the conversation, and so I was just kind of forgotten about in that friend group. So the fact that I made friends, that I reunited with this friend group, this is my D&D friend group, by the way, the one that I reunited with, the fact that I reunited with them, I think helped so much, because if I didn't, I wouldn't really have had anyone to talk with, I think, during the lockdowns, if I had not reunited with that group because of the situation that was happening with my other friend group at the time. So, it was kind of a mess. Scheduled for 7 p.m. It's fine, the streams make work go by faster. I'm glad! Oh, and also Shaktas, thank you so much for saying, happy early birthday to my dad. I appreciate it. Yeah, his birthday's on Saturday, so I'm trying to get this done and ready for him on Saturday. So at least I got I'll have to do the line art, but at least a good chunk of the sketches are done. Almost done. So, we'll be fine. Oops. Let me erase the parts that I don't need real fast. Because this is like hooked up to the table, so let me do that. And then we don't really need what's underneath here, I believe. Yeah, we don't really need what's under there. Okay. Almost done. Hold on. This one looks a little shorter than the other, but you know what? I don't really think he's gonna care all that much. My dad be like that. Let's see. All right. Okay. Are we done? Almost. One sec. I need to lower that eraser pen size. Dang, for a first try, I don't think that's bad. It is weird for me to hear about people's experiences during the lockdowns because my town didn't impose anything. I was still going to work during it, and by summer, our schedules, which were reduced by 2 hours, went back to normal. Huh. Because my work was in the city, like... I gotta stop saying like. My work was in the city, which was around 40 minutes away at the time, so... Yeah, and my parents are older, obviously. They're going into their 70s. They're closer to their 70s right now. But yeah, I still had to go into work, but I remember because I was in HR at the time, but then I was the recruiter at my last job. And then when the lockdowns happened, they said, well, we don't need to fire you. Let's find you another position to stay in. Until everything goes over, and so next thing I know, I found myself in billing, of all places, but I had a job still. They didn't fire me, which was so nice of them. It was so nice of them. I stayed with them all throughout the lockdowns, and I went into the office a good chunk of the time during the initial portions of the lockdowns, but I was really one of the only ones on the admin floor, the second floor, and even then I still wore a mask just in case. But yeah, it was pretty bad. I actually sanitized the hell out of my hands even prior to the lockdowns because I ended up getting pink eye in college. So I sanitized my hands all throughout college and everything. So that wasn't new to me. I didn't bother with that. The masks, I mean, what were you gonna do? Masks are masks. They kept you safe. So, or they prevented you from getting other people sick too. That was the main reason. So I went in, and then because I was being taught basically what I was going to be doing over in billing, and so on days when it was literally just going to be me on the second floor, I took that opportunity to organize all the cabinets in the back, and that helped so much with my other coworkers' work who were in the middle of a bunch of things. So that they were super appreciative of that. And then when things were lifting ever so slightly, we kept a stay home rule, and what was it? I only had to go in 1 day a week, and then the rest of the week I got to stay home. So that was nice. And then at the end of 2021, going into 2022, I then had to go into work maybe twice a week. Where I had to always go in every Monday, because Mondays was an important day. I physically had to be there to get some work done, weekly. And then I could go in like any other day. I usually picked Wednesday or Thursdays. And then around the time when I ended up getting my new job up where I live now, they started implementing a come back in 5 days a week rule. And by that time, I had already gotten my other job and everything, so I was still working from home and such. I gave them like a month in advance because I still had to find an apartment. I didn't even have an apartment lined up when I got that job because I was applying all over my state. I was willing to move anywhere, really. I just needed something that paid higher than what I was currently getting at this job, unfortunately. Loved all the people. It was just... It was a non-profit and we were extremely tiny, and so I wasn't making enough than what I should have been. Even with the raises that I was getting throughout the year, it wasn't enough. And so, not only did I have a major jump in the base pay, I got way more, at my current job, I have way more holidays and vacation. I have way more holidays than I was expecting because we have other holidays for other religions because of the people that we work with and such. So not only those benefits, but also I got paid significantly higher, and I now live closer, so it's perfect. But yeah, it was nice. What is it? I'm sorry, I'm not reading chat. Give me 1 second. I imagine he'll appreciate the card no matter what it looked like. That said, it looks really good in the sketches so far. Yeah! We'll have to see how the line art works, but I also still have to draw him in it. So, or maybe I can bullshit it and not draw him in it, but I could draw like a cigar and ashtray on the table along with a can of beer and a koozie or something. I think he'd like that. I think he'd find that pretty funny. Maybe I could put his bucket hat on the corner of it. Oh my god. That'd be fun. That'd give me an excuse not to draw a person. I am running out of time to draw, I think, so, because I'm not gonna have a whole lot after tonight to draw, so obviously I've been procrastinating, but shh, don't have to worry about that. The worst was driving to the grocery store and then realizing you forgot the damn mask. Oh, Lappy. Oh, that's awful. That's why my parents ended up carrying spare masks in the glove compartments of every one of our cars, so that way in case we did forget it, we'd have an emergency one in our car. I was home from office for I think 18 months, then it started with 1 day, then 2, now it's been 3 for about 2.5 years, and we don't pick our days. Oh. At least it's like 3 days. At least you can stay home for 2 days still. I go in. The only time I really don't need to go in is if I'm like sick, but not sick enough to justify taking a sick day. Or if the power's out. The power went out last summer at our workplace because of something happened, and our power was out for a couple days in the office, and so I had to drive to go pick up my computer because I forgot to bring it home. I wasn't expecting the power to go out. Take days off? I do. I really need to take days off. I'm taking a week and a couple days off on the first a couple days of May because of my friend coming to visit, but other than that, I'm trying to think of another week I can take off. I think I can take like 3.5 weeks off in total. I haven't really taken any vacation days off since the start of the new year, so I think I got like 3.5 weeks of vacation time, and I'm still accruing it, so I can probably take more by the time May rolls around. So I'm trying to come up with days. I'm trying to talk with my coworkers about it to be, hey, what weeks are you taking off? Our company was deemed essential and stayed open and in person the whole time. We're still not allowed to work remotely. Yeah, we were... Oh, yeah, we were... I think where I worked before, at the time, my state didn't allow billable services through telecommunication. However, when the lockdowns happened, they implemented a new rule, I guess, that allowed billing through telecommunication services, like through Zoom or phone call or something like that. As long as you could prove that you were on the phone with the client, them our therapists and counselors and even some case managers could still send out billable services and then be paid for their work via that new rule, and that helped a lot of us to be able to stay home and stay safe, especially with the populations that we were working with. encouraging them to stay home through this telecommunication was so beneficial for a lot of the clients too. I worked in a mental health facility for those with more severe mental disabilities. We had a lot of schizophrenia patients, clients is probably the better word. And so, yeah, you had to be specialized with those kinds of individuals. Bless their hearts, a lot of them were so sweet over the phone. When I did have to, if someone called my phone somehow and needed to call the front desk or something like that, bless their hearts, there were a lot of sweet ones there. And then this facility also had family services, LGBT services. What other services did they have? So, yeah, they had those with severe mental disabilities. They ranged from severe mental disabilities like schizophrenia to more therapeutic services with a focus, if it wasn't as extreme as that, with a focus on like LGBT safety. We had a suicide prevention hotline that was also in there. Family services, lots of family therapists for sure. And then my new job currently works with those with who are on varying degrees of the autism spectrum. This place has a school that allows specialized lessons to focus on those with autism, so that way they can learn in an environment that they can really learn and take in the information, as well as helping those who might be more dependent when they get old, more dependent when they get older, giving them and providing them the right services to them and family members, so that way when they do get older, they can still prosper where they can. And then for individuals, and then for those who could be more independent when they get older, we actually worked with a couple of different companies around the area that offers them practice runs as cashiers or something like that, so that way when they do graduate from this school, they can have the skills and the training to be able to go into a full-time job and position like that too, and actually get that proper training. So it's actually, I'm really happy with the work that we do, even if I don't work with the individuals themselves, because I work more on the administrative side of things, making sure that all of our employees like get paid and any HR services that way. I work internal HR and stuff, so I make sure that everything's right with the employees and all of that. But yeah, I'm really happy with a lot of the progress, and it makes me happy that, so again, bless their hearts, there's some super sweet individuals there for sure. I know a lot of people had it bad, and we were isolated during the lockdowns. At Full House, I wanted to kick them in the big toenail by the time it was all said and done. In the big toenail. I get 5 weeks paid off. Oh, thanks to my years of service. 5 weeks is nice. Yeah, I know. I think you can accrue more depending on how long you've worked there. My coworker who's been there for 20-some years definitely has that and then some, I believe. Work security at a gold mine. Remote work wasn't an option. That's fair. I know some of you didn't have the ability to work remotely. I know it's definitely probably administrative work was probably the biggie. I work in IT, and I personally upgraded our company infrastructure to enable remote work and remote service. Ooh, for all my hard work, I was told if I wasn't in the office, I would be more likely to be deemed expendable. Oh, damn, you did all that work and that's what they say? I really want to find a new job. Damn. Bossless, I wish you the best. I hope that you can find a job that appreciates your services. That was so nice of you to be able to do something like that, and they say that to you? Oh god. Damn. Alright, I'm heading out. Office day tomorrow. So I get up early, have a good rest of stream. Yeah, have a good one, Lappy! Thank you for staying as long as you did. I don't know how much longer I'm planning on staying up either, to be honest. But yeah, you have a wonderful night, and we'll see you in the next stream you pop in on, which should be Friday. Have to finish up at work, but thanks for the great stream. I'll be here for it's Friday. Sorry, it's Friday. Lizzie, I'm sorry, it's Friday, it's not tomorrow. Because I have something Friday night. Sorry, Lizzie. Oh no. No, our urban stream got moved to Friday because I'm busy tomorrow with a movie night with some friends. Sorry. But you also have a good night, Lizzie, and we'll see you in the next stream that you pop in on next. It should be Friday. It should be Friday. Friday. I'm sorry, Lizzie! And I'm pretty sure my schedule said Friday, did it not? Hold on. Did it not say Friday? Did I put it in Thursday by accident? Uh-oh. Now I'm nervous. Did I put it in for Thursday? Hold on. Oh, shit. I think I did put it in. I did put it in Thursday, didn't I? Oh, crap. I'm sorry. I meant to put that in for Friday. That is completely my fault. Oh. I'm so sorry. I did put it in Thursday. I meant to put it on Friday. Ah, damn. That's embarrassing. I am so sorry. See you Friday. I'm sorry, Lizzie. I did mean to make that Friday. I'm sorry. I could have. Listen, you have to understand. I put it after I did a stream, which this is why I don't stream on Mondays. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll fix that and then send out a new updated stream. That is completely my fault. Cause yeah, I'm not doing it. I have plans tomorrow. Cause that is the 20th. Damn. I'll make that fix. That's all on me. My bad. Oh, well, that's embarrassing, isn't it? Also, have a good night, Shactus. Thank you for staying as long as you did. I appreciate it. I know. God, man, I could have sworn I moved that to Friday. Oh, dearie me. That's, I could have sworn I did that. Now I'm sad. I'll have to make that update before I go to bed. It's the same time and everything. I just could have sworn I moved that to a Friday. Yeah, I'll have to fix that. Damn. Sorry! Now I just feel guilty. Because I'm sure some of you planned around that. Alright. Yeah, I'll make that fix. I just want to finish this sketch real fast. I'm gonna draw the coos and the beer. Hold on. I'm gonna erase some... I'm gonna erase some tabs that I don't need. Give me 1 second. Okay. Can you see that that's a beer can? I guess if we actually put the can over top it. I still feel so guilty. I'm so sorry. Oh no. Oh, dearie me. Shame. I know. I know. I know. I know. Oh, dearie me. I need to find an ashtray. Hold on. Okay. Alright, oh dear. I'm looking at a reference off screen for my dad's ashtray that was like flatter than most ashtrays. I guess I'll just have to wing it a little bit. That's a big ass ashtray. Hold on. Ashtray. And my dad's ashtray he had from his time at the war, his time in the military. He has an ashtray during his time in the military, and I'm trying to remember how it looks offhand. I know I probably have a picture of him chilling out with it somewhere, but I also don't want to accidentally dox my dad, so I'll have to find it off time during my off time. So, we'll find it eventually. No, his ashtray is way flatter than that, though. So, you know how normal ashtrays are elevated slightly so you can put the cigar and his is like a flat plate. It's how do I describe it? It's a flat plate-esque kind of thing. So it's flatter than most ashtrays. Why am I having trouble saying that? Of course, I gotta draw the cigar in it, too. My dad loves cigars. It's gotten to the point where even I got used to the cigar smoke, as someone who does not smoke. It was every time I would sit out with him to chill out, throughout the day. The wind would push the smoke from his cigar closer to me, and then he'd move seats, and then all of a sudden the wind would be like, I prefer going this way, and they would still get in my face. He'd be so apologetic every single time. He was sweet. I can make both of those a little bigger. Maybe that might be a bit too big. You can make that out a little better. Okay. I need to remember how a cigar. I know how a cigar looks, but I don't know how to draw it. I know it's like one of the easiest things to draw too. I guess it's not necessarily smoke if it does. If it does that. I guess it needs to be a little puffier. Maybe. That looks bad. I'm just gonna do this for now. Almost looks like a cigarette, but it's supposed to be a cigar. I guess cigars are a little chunkier. And of course you can't forget the cigar sticker wrapped around at the end here. You cannot forget the cigar sticker! Almost looks like a finger. It almost looks like a burning finger. Almost looks like that. JK, honest mistake. I know, but I'm a worrywart, and I always think, I always make things out worse than I think they need to be. I just overreact. My brain just goes to the worst case scenario for no discernible reason other than to just make me suffer, I think. Okay, I kind of want to... Let me get a bucket hat. Hold on. Not a bucket. I need a hat for that. Bucket hat, please. Alright, I'm also using a reference off camera here. What do you guys think of bucket hats? I don't think of them as anything too bad, but apparently a lot of people do not like bucket hats. I don't know why. I'm curious what you guys think about bucket hats. Because my dad uses it for work around the house. When they do a lot of renovating or anything like that, he uses the bucket hat a lot. And then, unfortunately, I can't give it out, so I'm gonna have to do this on my own way later. But his bucket hat has my alma mater on it, so for obvious reasons, I can't show that. So I'm gonna replace it with a little circle for now. But here we go. Bucket hat. I wonder if I should put the magazines that he always reads on the foot of the chair or something like that. Not the foot of the chair, but you know what I mean. I wonder if I should add his flip-flops. I suck at drawing shoes, though. Why am I thinking that? Honestly, it kind of looks good like this. With just not even him in it. Just what he loves. I got sun sensitivity, get burnt very easily, so anything that gives me more coverage is a win in my book. Yeah, I like bucket hats. I think they're nice. I don't think they're bad. Bucket hats, not a fan. Boonie hats, big fan. Oh no. Let's see what that is. Is the difference between a boonie and a bucket hat the string on it? The string that wraps around the head? Because honestly, they kind of look the same. maybe the boonie hats are a little larger. I'm seeing a lot of camo on it. Is it used for military stuff, maybe? Hunting? But honestly, they kind of look the same. Maybe the bucket hat because it's flatter. But I'm seeing some of these boonie hats look pretty flat on the top. Is it the string that ties it down or something? That you can use to tighten it to make sure it doesn't fall off? Is it because the rim around it's a little larger than a bucket hat, maybe? I don't know. It's similar. Boonies are shallower and have a wider brim. I did notice that they were a bit shallower. They're military caps. I use them when I'm outside because my ginger ass is allergic to the sun. Grub, please. I grew an appreciation for the boonie hat because it's what Navy SEALs wear. Ah, see, my dad probably wore some boonie hats when he was in the military, but he's grown to sticking to bucket hats, and he loves them. He especially likes the material used, for the ones that they make for my alma mater. He loves those. So, I ended up getting one for him for Christmas one year. I forgot the lining on this. Hold on. I love this song so much. I need to play Grim Fandango again. I need to. It's been so long since I played that, and a lot of you came in because I played it. This was with the model that I made for myself. So we need to do a repeat like what we did with Paradise Killer one of these days. You know, I was originally planning to do a birthday stream where I did play Grim Fandango, but then when I found the release date for Promise Mascot Agency was on the day after my birthday, you bet your ass I was gonna play that instead. Sorry, Manny. We'll still have to play Grim Fandango on here again. I think a lot of you, especially the new viewers, would definitely love that game. It's so silly. It was a fun time. Fun game. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend it. Oh, it's repeating itself again. Can confirm, when you find a hat that's just right, you wear it until it disintegrates. I know, mine is on his last legs. That's my dad! That's why I had to get him a new hat. Was because his old one basically disintegrated. Excuse me, my throat just twitched there. My issue is that it's hard to find a good hat. I have a very faded, very fat head, gotcha. Like snapbacks are on the very last snap, so yeah, any hat I find that fits me I adore and treasure. I know, I unfortunately have a tiny head, and so I actually own a lot of baseball caps. a lot of them are from marching band. We always got a baseball hat every marching band. And yeah, I still wear them quite a bit to this day. Now which one? Depends on what mood I'm in. Okay, so I think I'm gonna skip out on drawing my dad in it, but I think it'd be fun to draw all of his accessories in it. However, I think we're good. We've got the beer, the can of beer, we got the cigar, we got the bucket hat. I wonder if I should put his magazines on the chair itself, maybe. I wonder. Maybe the news. Oh, man. He's been doing a lot of, what puzzles has he been doing lately? Have they been crosswords? They've been crosswords. I think I'm gonna add one more thing. I think I'm gonna add the newspaper on here. I'm gonna add, like, it falling down a little bit off the chair a little bit. Follow the curve, friend. Follow the curve. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make the crosswords box on here. And I'm not thinking crosswords, I'm thinking, is it crosswords? With the down and across? Oh no, I'm thinking of word searches. I always get word searches and crosswords mixed up for some reason. I can't tell you why. Trying to see if something might be coherent. Oops, that won't be coherent. Yeah, like a fun little crossword, and then little text there. Honestly, I'd probably change the music by now, but this just fits the summer vibe that I'm going for this card here. My dad and mom are complete opposites when it comes to what weather they like. My dad loves the summer, loves swimming, loves the pool, and then my mom is over here ready to snowplow everything under the cloudy sky, because there is no sun during the winter time. She will walk in. She loved the polar vortex. What is it? It's not... They just exclusively sell children's hat sizes everywhere. Like it's all they're waiting for him? That's cute. Yeah! Like he's ready. And then maybe I can put the pool in the background or something, but we'll see. No, I'll buy an adult-sized XL hat and they're still too small. Oh no! Give myself tension headaches stretching hats out enough to fit me. Aw, no, I'm sorry. But I'll never admit to it's the stores. They stock the wrong sizes. Oh no! Okay. Alright, so I've kind of concluded that I won't put my dad himself on here with all this stuff, but kind of like what Grub was saying, yeah, like it's all on the chair waiting for him. That'll save me a little bit of time, because I am doing this last minute. That is completely my fault. But yeah, I'm excited to see. Why is my follower stuff not working? 14B Junge? Is that how you pronounce it? Hey, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Sorry my follow thing didn't work, but I definitely appreciate you stopping by and saying hello. And for the follow. Unfortunately, I don't know if you've been lurking or anything, but I am planning on leaving here soon. I realized I messed up on some of the wording here. Give me a second. I messed up on the retired, because you can see up here, it's halfway, and then the angle starts moving in a different direction. So, I think what I'm gonna do, I messed that up here, I need to fix that. So, what is the in-between? Okay. So I think it's the E and the T. Yeah, it's the E and the T that I gotta start changing it up. Okay, my bad, we're not done yet. That is my fault. Oops. So, we'll stay a little longer so I can fix this, and then we'll go from there. At least this can stay the same, it's just we gotta delete this part. And add it here. There we go. So close to karaoke. I know, I'm actually kind of shocked. I wasn't expecting to get that close at all. I just realized the music is repeating once again. So give me a second to find something new while we get this done. One sec. What can we listen to? We'll pick this. We haven't heard this song in a while. But yeah, no, it's kind of shocking how close we are to getting to 500. I'm really excited about it, of course. Am I prepared for it? Absolutely not. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I've never done a karaoke stream before. Maybe I can ask Winnie. Winnie does karaoke a lot. I can ask them. See myself, am I dreaming again? 'Cause it feels like all my life I'm so sure. Sometimes I'm lonely, and the only things I care about I let it fall away and come down. Let it dress me out. And as I knew it would, there's no doubt. Just the truth that all ties in my worries, tearing up my chains again. The cut off, but I won't get off. I see myself as I lie on it. It feels like all my life I've been so sure. Sometimes I'm lying, and the stupid things I think about. All my reasons like There we go, that's better. Okay, now it matches what's happening at the top. Fantastic! Okay, so this is the rough sketch of my birthday card for my dad. So, a little different than what I initially had planned from the start of it, but I guess a lot can change in 3 hours and 36 minutes. I definitely went on way too many tangents than I probably should have. That is my fault. But it seems like you guys like the venting, so I guess I won't talk about it as much. But yeah, your girl was getting heated there a little bit. But I'm really excited to start the line work on this one. And then I'll get it to Dad soon enough. And I'm sure he'll enjoy it. Gosh, I could draw a stick figure and he'd enjoy it. So I think being able to do something like this, I think he'll love it. So it makes me really excited. It makes me really happy to be able to give this to him. Because he deserves it, because he's been a really good dad throughout the years. He's been very supportive. He's always been there for me, so I try to show how much I appreciate him through the years. So I hope he can see that through this as well. Like his little fun saying, "Who cares? I'm retired," to his anti-gravity chair, to his bucket hat, to his crossword puzzles, to his cigar, and the beer he always has while chilling out outside. I think he's gonna love it, so. But yeah, I think that's it for me. I have to go and fix my schedule because your girl messed up the schedule this week. Urban Myth is not going to be tomorrow. It's gonna be Friday. So, no stream tomorrow because I have plans tomorrow. So it's gonna be Friday. But yeah, thank you guys so much for sticking around. I definitely appreciate all the love and support that you guys have given me. And again, thank you all so much for just the follows and all of that. I really appreciate it. I think just because I need to start winding down a little bit, it's been a while since I've done this. Maybe, how about we just not raid tonight? It's getting a bit late on my end, and I feel bad raiding into other people when I'm tired. Even though I know I can raid and run, I still like to participate a little bit in their streams before I have to go, but I think today we'll just end it here. And just not raid anybody today. We'll try and raid somebody Friday and Saturday for sure. So remember, no stream tomorrow. I will fix the schedule and I'll post it on socials and everything, the update. So no stream tomorrow, but there will be, we'll be continuing Urban Myth Disillusion Center on Friday, not tomorrow, Friday. And then Saturday, at a much earlier time than normal, it's going to be 3 p.m. Tomorrow, or not tomorrow, god damn it. Saturday at 3 p.m. we are going to be playing another Nancy Drew game. This time around, it's going to be the 24th game in the series, The Captive Curse. That one's one of my personal favorites, so I think being able to play it when it gets a little closer to my birthday, will be a lot of fun. So maybe around the time that we finish it will be around the time when my birthday rolls around. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, so more game stuff later in the week. More Urban Myth Friday. And then Nancy Drew Saturday. But yeah, no raid today. So in my stead, you guys can go to your other favorite streamers. You can do your own projects, you can go to sleep, just do your thing tonight. We will not raid today. We'll raid Friday and Saturday. And again, I will post my updated schedule, so because tomorrow's Waffle Bee horror movie night with the friends, so I can't miss that. I'm literally bringing the bacon. So but yeah, you guys have a wonderful one. Thank you for hearing my tangents, and thank you for the lurks, the chit-chats, the patience when it comes to my venting. But again, yeah, I very much appreciate it. And again, thank you, June or Junji or June or anything. I'll call you June for short. Thank you again so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. You have a wonderful one, and hopefully we'll see you in another stream that the next one that you pop in on. So yeah, Lostless and Barley, thank you so much. Have a wonderful night, you guys, and have a wonderful night, everyone else. yeah, I gotta shut up before I continue just repeating myself like a broken record. So I will hopefully see you guys Friday or Saturday. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see you over the weekend. So love and appreciate all of you. See you later. Bye. Bye-bye.